So Daniel, we'll start down the route because we started with networking. And so I'll let you kind of share the story, like what we have, because I think we did 8 weeks or longer or something like that, maybe longer, and networking and stuff like that, and deep dive. So tell us about that part.
Oh yeah, we did. I think it was 8 and 11 weeks, something like that. I think it might have went double digits. It was great because one of the things that you kind of pointed out to us that you made sure that we all did when we were doing the learning and networking was to get a book. You remember that?
Huh?
You made sure we got the book to study from so that we could go back
Yep.
and go over the things that we did. And we also included practice questions and tests online together. And you were pretty, I'm not gonna be honest, you were pretty hard on those. You weren't giving any hints, any shortcuts. It was like you needed to make sure that we understood the concepts and we were actually gaining the knowledge and we could retain it the next week because we always did a review at the next week to make sure we weren't just answering the question and then dumping information from our memories and that we could connect the concepts together. So that was a big deal, and that was I'm gonna be honest with you, it was very tough for me in the beginning. But luckily, I kind of felt like if you're really going to accomplish something and you're really going to grow, it's going to be difficult, especially in the beginning. And you got to get used to being uncomfortable and push through those feelings and those emotions and focus on your goal.
Now, one of the things, so and just to kind of like frame this, Daniel was the first person before I did start doing these cybersecurity mentorships. Daniel was like patient zero. You know what I'm saying? And so I've refined my process. I've gotten better. I've become a little bit softer at my teaching. But the main thing is Daniel was there when it was raw, and I didn't even wasn't even trying to develop a mentorship program. All I know is I wanted to share. Here's what I see that you need to get into the field. Here's the kind of grit, determination, and stuff like that. And I think everybody knows that cybersecurity is not just like it was being sold like everybody can just get into cybersecurity. The truth is everybody knows that cybersecurity is for like it's not entry level. It's not an entry level deal anymore. You need to have real skills. And so I had a very unpopular opinion in the way I taught back then because people were believing that false narrative that it was just like you could just go get your certification and then jump into a cybersecurity job. Plus the market has changed. So it's even harder now to get into cybersecurity. So Daniel, we went through it. We did the training. We drilled like crazy. And I'll let you share what happened when you took the test.